What's up boys, welcome back to the channel guys, and welcome to our second episode of Berserker, Khazan itself. As usual, as you can see, we left on the previous episode, literally just matter speaking 1 minute ago after we stopped the stream, so you have literally missed nothing at all. We're gonna continue moving apart. We met the beautiful Bantu warrioress and queen of the valley itself, who just saved us. And for the gear sets, we just equipping the gears that we found on the previous episode. I think most of the common gears just drop on the enemy itself, and it's based on percentage and the drop rate among it. Otherwise, there's nothing special. Hopefully, we can manage to have ourselves a nice drop in this episode, because I played this already on the demo. I know in the end of this valley is going to be a very difficult boss.
You are trying to get rid of us. Why would you want that? You think this will work? Go ahead, try it.
So we're gonna need to be a little bit more prepared to able to deal with him. So yeah, we will see if we can manage to get some good gears. And yeah, we'll see how it goes in this stormpass. The art design of this game is really cool. I really love this painting-ish type of art style. It vibes very nicely. It really vibes nicely. The good thing I absolutely love as well is that they brought in the Viking theme within the African theme, because Bantu is a group of people in Africa itself. So I'm very honored actually, because I'm a Bantu myself, to have this name calling into the game itself. I'm very honored about that. It's very cool. A little bit for more representation, you could say. So yeah, it's quite cool. I know it's gonna be a lot of I need to get the combat back in motion. I'm trying to. I know I can use a spear at this point somewhere. How do I? I know I have a spear. At least I should have a spear. Oh, wait, I'm gonna figure it out later. No? Weird. Not a weapon noise now. Weird. Javelin. Ah, there we go. Now it's activated. So yeah, I think I got a spear. My brain. I still don't have any brain right yet. I still remember that aspect from the demo itself. I know in this one is gonna be a lot of fucking ambushes left and right, like a shit ton of ambushes. So we're gonna try to be careful. The most annoying thing I found at the end of the demo is that there's monkeys here. These are the most annoying ones, because they proc and they pump from everywhere. Look at this. When I'm only trying to engage with this one, more of them are going to attack. God knows where they always attack. Yabla, see? Weird, it's absolutely weird spawning area. Unless they came from that top bench and then saw them. It's probably going to be the case. I don't see anything special around here. Nope. More monkey boys. I'm really curious how challenging this game is really going to be. It's going to be a lot more difficult than the other Souls games, because these Souls-like games have sometimes a tendency to be unbalanced. Sometimes they're like extremely difficult, and otherwise it's going to be like doable, you know. It's a hit or miss situation sometimes when it comes to things. We'll try to establish always a chapter around episode 1 around 30 to 40 minute mark. Depends on the cutscenes and where we are in the story. I try to reach around 30-minute marks at all time, so you guys always engaged. If it's a little bit longer, it's probably going to be based on the cutscenes in this area right now. It's probably going to be longer in itself, and of course leads the story a little bit longer. But otherwise, we're always going to go to the 30-minute mark, so it depends on where we are on the story itself. This is where we're going to do, we're going to then stop on that checkpoint and we're going to move forward another day then. So keep that in mind as these episodes are going to go forwards. Expect a guide as well within the channel itself when we are a little bit more keen into this game itself. We had the full basic covered. Now I can give you a guide. Woo! That was splendid. I expect a full fucking guide of the game and end-depth guides. So all the different tricks that I've learned in my journey moving forward. So expect that, but just give me a little bit more time to be knowledgeable and aware of the game itself, to beat the game, and then I'm gonna give you a full guide itself and really in-depth guide about everything you should know, like I always do it in the channel itself. So yeah, everything you can have more and easier time moving forward, and what is the easiest stats for you to level up, and etc and etc. But for me, I can already tell you this right now, I'm focused on strength. For those who know me on the strength on the Soulsborne game, I always go strength. In every Soulsborne game, new or old, I always go 100% pure strength. That is my jam. This has always been how I did things since the Dark Souls. I go 100% souls and 100% strength, and I see from there. I found that this is the best way you can learn to a game itself, if you go pure strength. No magic, no anything else. So you just learn the mechanics of the games. You really push yourself to the hardest mode of the game, and then you engage yourself more into the game itself. So that's how I always found that. I always put strength. Plus, I'm a pure strength player. You know, I'm a real life born Unga Bunga player, so I can lie in that aspect. What we have here? Another checkpoint, I think. Another soul item.
I will overcome these trials. No matter how long
I like the colors of soul tears because it gives my name calling it quite easier. So I'm gonna call them soul items, so we all in the same boat. And here we're gonna find our very first great sword.
Khazan, why did you kill?
much difference.
We should have 3 weapons in this zone, in this valley here. This one. But on the 3 that I've tested on the demo, the greatsword is my favorite by a long shot. Because for simple fact, I'm a strength player. But it's a little bit on the slow side if it comes to wielding it. I don't know how. Maybe if I increase my strength, the speed of it is going to change as well. I'm not sure, 100% sure as a aspect on aspect. So, but I'll let you know, of course, in a guide moving forwards. I will try to increase the potency and the counterbalance of the game itself, and try to be more robust in my survivability as well. That's the point I'm gonna try to focus on, so I take less damage, because this weapon is quite on a slow side. So I need to find something that reduces my damage intake while I'm winding his abilities up and forwards. In this pass here, I still remember it's gonna be another checkpoint. There should be. I'm gonna start need to learn to get the momentum correctly of that counter attack, because that's extremely important on the boss fights later on. Counters are like one of the most important thing to stagger your enemy quite faster. Parry and counter is like so important into this game, and heavy attack. So if you want to stagger the enemy quite faster, parry, counter, and staggering attack are like the basics. So I'm really gonna need to practice this. This is a matter of just, yeah, like they say in a Soulsborne game, yeah, you gotta get good. Jesus, how many shots did I miss on this guy? What an annoying little dude. I thought I would do the same thing I've done before, but it seems like I kept missing my shots.
overcome these trials will be blessed by the gods and receive the power they seek.
Follow your orders. Are we now traitors too? Pathetic. Who do you think you are? Some kind of high and mighty hero? Ha!
Damn, this thing has a very strong defense. I was trying to change to my strength weapon, but I didn't have any chance. Since I was hoping that I can pause the game at an instant and change my weapon, but it seems that that's not the case. So we need to remember that the game continues, so you just cannot stop it for an instant whatsoever. So yeah, on that note, is noted as well. Because I wanted to switch my strength weapon. The spear thing, but like this you see the spear as well. It's quite fast in its movability, like the dual wield blade. But I like my Unga Bunga playstyles. I was hoping he could carry it a little bit better than the way he's carrying right now. He's like dragging it. I was hoping he could carry it like Guts carries it, a little bit more badass. That's why I'm hoping if I increase my strength, this way he's carrying that weapon is also going to change as well. That would be a very cool little thing that they add to the game itself, that you actually see the progression that your character is really getting stronger. We are going to pump everything to vitality to 20, and then we're going to increase our endurance and strength both to 20. We're going to start leveling them up a little bit more equally with one another. I always try to reach a little benchmark in a Soulsborne game, 20 to that, 15 to that, 10 to that, etc. and etc. Try to get a little bit of a benchmark, so I can follow the potency of my weapon allocations a little bit more smoother than normal.
surrender. Your honor, your friends, all of it gone. You have nothing left to fight for. Do you really think you can win against the Emperor? Be honest. You wish you were here, don't you? Ozma is dead too. It's all over. Ozma, my friend, I will avenge you. You really think you can do this? Defeat us, the Blade Phantom? Stupid little mortal.
Annoying little threat. That marks the end of it. I see I wasn't fast enough to change my weapons back to I wanted to. But this boss is not really that difficult. Your shadow. Just parry, keep on parrying, and you should be good to go. We received a few ashen gears, so actually I want to test before we can close the stream if the drop rate of these gear sets, how much it is, because so far most of the gears has dropped from the enemies itself. And if you I think if you want to have the full gear sets, you're gonna need to start killing these enemies over and over again, and there's another chance and luck that these gear set then eventually drop for you. I think it's a matter of a drop rate, because I don't think we missed out any single other enemies so far in this entire zone. I'm just gonna throw enough. We take the part that I found in the demo play. I'm really hitting him all around the place. I don't know what I'm playing. That is fucking weird. Anyway, that's a good practice for the boss. Good practice for the timing of the parry. It's very hard. Vulcan warrior armor sets. I think he has a random drop rates, but I think you need to continue killing these guys before you can get everything that you truly need. But we're gonna mark it exactly right here, fam. If I'm going to farm the weapons on the next episode, I'm gonna let you know. Otherwise, I'll see you next time exactly on this checkpoint we're gonna take, so you don't miss out any single thing moving forward. So, right. I'm gonna leave it right here. We're a little bit above the 40-minute mark, so it's way longer than I expected. So, thank you very much for being here. If you like this content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, I don't know if I can see you all on the next episode. Once again, my host Yashalord, and as usually, welcome to my gaming channel. And like usual, I always say, one love, man. Peace.